On the day of the Avro Arrow's big unveiling, Avro officials were shocked by how few reporters showed up. It was October 4th, 1957. There was a massive crowd at the plant northwest of Toronto. Unfortunately, it didn't get much attention from the press. There was a bigger story. The Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the world's first satellite, that very same day.
You're trying to roll out this brand new technology that's going to, kind of quell the Soviet threat in a way, and then they just up the ante incredibly in the same day.
That's bad luck.
Yes, very bad luck.
Now, developing a new airplane wasn't as important if the threat from the Soviets might be coming from space. The changing nature of warfare was one of the factors that led the Diefenbaker government to kill the project. More than 14,000 employees were thrown out of work, including a young engineer originally from Calgary. Brian Erb is still a little shocked by the announcement that came over the PA system on Black Friday in 1959.
As of now, all employment is terminated, and everybody's left with, wow.
Erb and hundreds of engineers at their desks around him went from working on one of the most interesting, exciting projects in the country to unemployed.
After about 3 or 4 days, it began to sink in. No, this was for real. It was a fait accompli. It was going to stick. Okay, sports fans, what do we do next?
Well, the bout of bad luck with Sputnik was actually leading to some good luck for some of the engineers.
To be sure, we are behind.
To fight the space race, the U.S. created NASA. It was being built just as Canada was freeing up some of its best and brightest engineers.
They have been described by some of the recruiters from NASA as a godsend.
Those NASA recruiters worked quickly. Within a few weeks, they were in Canada for interviews and making job offers. Owen Maynard, originally from Sarnia, Ontario, was working and living in the U.S. with his family barely 2 months after Black Friday. His son, Ross Maynard.
We moved to Virginia in April of '59. That was quick. They could have gone the route of visas, work visas, but they went straight to green card. So they were basically, these guys are coming and they're staying.
They wanted these engineers and they made it happen.
Yeah.
NASA hired 25 engineers in one fell swoop. It went back a couple of months later for 5 more. About half were Canadian and half were British. But it was a massive injection of talent from Canada. 30 engineers joining the manned spaceflight program at a time when it only had around 100.
Basically, the worst thing to happen to Avro was one of the best things to happen to NASA.
Officially, the Canadians would be referred to as foreign alien scientists, but it would never hold them back, and they would help move the program forward.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Tomorrow, what some of those Canadians did for NASA and how they contributed to the greatest technological achievement in human history.
One giant leap for mankind.
Mike Armstrong, Global News, Houston.